So, winter is coming. Every year, as the temperature drops, the heating bills go up, and it feels like you're just burning money to stay comfortable. But what if you could stay warm, save cash, and even be ready for a power outage? That's what we're exploring today. I'll show you how to build 3 DIY heaters, practical, easy, and fun, using simple materials you probably already have. We'll cover an emergency heater, a cozy tabletop fire pit, and a powerful terracotta pot space heater. Let's get building. First up, let's talk about the ultimate emergency heater, for those moments when the power suddenly goes out and you're left shivering in the dark. Whether it's a winter storm, a blackout, or just a freak accident, losing heat can turn your cozy home into an icebox in no time. When you need warmth right now and the furnace is silent, this simple DIY heater can be a real lifesaver. All you need are 3 basic items you probably already have around the house: a roll of toilet paper, a clean metal can, like an empty paint can or coffee tin, and a bottle of high-percentage isopropyl alcohol, ideally 91% or higher for the cleanest burn. Start by removing the cardboard tube from the center of the toilet paper roll. This lets you pull the paper out from the middle, which is key for the next step. Gently pull the paper from the center, loosening it up so it's easy to work with. Now take the roll and stuff it snugly into your metal can. Make sure it fits tightly but isn't overly compressed. You want the alcohol to soak in evenly. Pour the isopropyl alcohol slowly over the paper until it's fully saturated. You'll see the paper soak up the liquid almost like a giant wick. Safety is absolutely crucial here. Always set up your heater on a heat-resistant surface like concrete or tile, and keep it far away from anything flammable: curtains, papers, or furniture. And don't forget to have a fire extinguisher or a bucket of sand nearby, just in case. Use a long-necked lighter or fireplace match to carefully ignite the center of the paper. Never use a regular match or get your hand too close. You'll notice a gentle blue flame appear. It might look small, but don't be fooled. It puts out a surprising amount of heat for its size. The toilet paper acts as a wick, drawing up the alcohol vapor. The flame burns the vapor, not the paper itself, so the roll stays mostly intact and the heater can last for hours on a single fill. This makeshift heater is perfect for small spaces. Think a tent, a bathroom, or a single bedroom. It's not meant to heat your whole house, but it can make one room much more comfortable. When you're ready to put it out, simply slide the can's metal lid over the top. This cuts off the oxygen and safely extinguishes the flame. No need to blow it out. Burn time depends on the size of your can and how much alcohol you use, but you can expect several hours of steady heat per roll. If you use high-percentage alcohol, you'll get a clean, almost smoke-free burn. Always, always crack a window for ventilation. Even though the flame is clean, you need fresh air to avoid any buildup of fumes or carbon monoxide. The science behind it is simple. Capillary action draws the alcohol up through the paper, keeping the flame steady and consistent as long as there's fuel. You can adapt this heater to whatever metal can you have on hand. Just adjust the amount of paper and alcohol to fit. Coffee cans, soup cans, or even small paint cans all work. A thermal camera shows just how effective this little heater is. The surface of the can can reach over 200 degrees, radiating plenty of warmth to take the edge off a cold room. To recap, remove the tube, stuff the paper, saturate with alcohol, light carefully, and always supervise while it's burning. This DIY heater is simple, effective, and should absolutely be part of your emergency kit. It's a great backup for power outages, camping, or any situation where you need heat in a pinch. It might not be fancy, but when you're cold and desperate, it works, and that's what matters most. Plus, with the soft blue flame and gentle warmth, you can even create a little ambiance while you wait for the lights to come back on. So, now that you've got a reliable emergency heater, let's move on to our next DIY project and keep building your survival toolkit. Next up, let's dive into making a tabletop fire pit, a simple yet incredibly effective way to bring warmth and a cozy glow right into your living space. Whether you're looking to add a touch of ambiance to your living room or just want a fun DIY project for a chilly evening, this little fire pit is a perfect choice. It's perfect for creating those cozy vibes, and yes, you can even make s'mores indoors. No campfire required. Imagine gathering around the table with friends or family, sharing stories and treats, all while basking in the gentle warmth of your own mini fire pit. Here's what you'll need: a sturdy ceramic or concrete planter to act as the base, a small metal can, like a clean tuna or cat food can, some decorative rocks or fire-safe pebbles, and high-percentage isopropyl alcohol, at least 70%, but 91% or higher is best for a clean burn. Start by placing the metal can right in the center of your planter. This will be the heart of your fire pit, holding the fuel and flame safely in place. Next, fill the space around the can with your decorative rocks, piling them up to the rim of the planter. Choose rocks that are heat-resistant and won't crack under high temperatures. The rocks do more than just look good. They help absorb and radiate heat, making the fire pit more efficient, and they also keep the can stable so it won't tip over. Carefully pour isopropyl alcohol into the metal can, filling it about 3/4 full. This amount gives you a good balance between burn time and safety. Now, using a long-necked lighter, ignite the alcohol. Always be cautious. Keep your face and hands away from the opening as you light it. Instantly, you'll see a beautiful yellow flame dancing above the rocks, casting a warm, flickering light that instantly transforms the mood of the room. As the fire burns, the rocks begin to glow and radiate gentle warmth. It's not just a source of heat, it's a stunning centerpiece that draws everyone in, perfect for a cozy night indoors. Because isopropyl alcohol burns cleanly, you can safely roast marshmallows or even make mini s'mores right over the flame. It's a fun, interactive way to enjoy a classic treat, no matter the weather outside. When you're ready to put out the fire, simply cover the can with a ceramic dish or a metal coaster. This cuts off the oxygen and safely extinguishes the flame. Never use water, as it can cause the alcohol to splatter. Each fill of alcohol will give you about 45 minutes to an hour of steady burn time, so you can enjoy the warmth and ambiance for a good long while before needing to refill. The planter itself stays cool to the touch, while the rocks and flame provide a gentle, radiant heat that's perfect for close gatherings. While it won't heat an entire room, it's ideal for a table, a small group, or just adding a little extra comfort to your favorite reading nook or movie night setup. This project is a perfect blend of form and function, practical, decorative, and interactive. To recap, place the can in the planter, surround it with rocks, add your alcohol, light it up, and enjoy the cozy atmosphere you've created. It's a stylish upgrade for any space, yet remains incredibly simple to build. No special tools or skills required. Ready to take your DIY heating game to the next level? Let's move on to the most powerful homemade heater in our lineup. Up next, the terracotta pot space heater, a classic, effective, and surprisingly easy way to warm up your space. Here's how to build it, step by step, so you can enjoy even more warmth and comfort at home. When the chill of winter creeps into your home and you need a simple, effective way to warm up a small space, the terracotta pot space heater is a fantastic DIY solution. It's not just a clever hack, it's a surprisingly powerful way to generate real warmth using just a few household items. Whether you're looking to save on your heating bill, need a backup for power outages, or just want a cozy corner in your home, this project is perfect for you. To get started, gather your materials. You'll need 2 unglazed terracotta pots, one slightly smaller so it can nest inside the other, a long metal bolt, several nuts and washers, a sturdy metal or ceramic base plate, and a handful of tea light candles. These items are inexpensive and easy to find at any hardware or garden store, making this project accessible for almost anyone. Begin by threading a nut and washer onto the bolt. Then insert the bolt through the drainage hole at the bottom of the larger pot. Secure it on the outside with another washer and nut, making sure it's snug but not so tight that it cracks the pot. Inside the pot, stack alternating washers and nuts along the bolt. This creates a thermal mass, which helps absorb and retain the heat generated by the candles. The more metal you add, the more heat your heater can store and radiate. Place a washer on top of the stack, then carefully nest the smaller pot inside the larger one, resting it on the washer. This double-layered design is key. It traps heat between the pots, allowing it to build up and radiate out slowly. Secure everything in place by adding a final washer and nut through the drainage hole of the smaller pot. Tighten gently to avoid cracking the clay. You now have a compact, nested core that's ready to trap and radiate heat efficiently. This simple assembly is the heart of your DIY heater. Set the assembled pots over your base plate and arrange 3 or 4 tea light candles underneath. Light them carefully, making sure the pots are stable and the candles are centered for even heating. As the candles burn, the pots begin to absorb and concentrate the heat, radiating it out into the room. You'll notice the area around the heater warming up, and even a small space can feel much cozier in just a short time. Be careful. The outer pot gets extremely hot to the touch. Always keep the heater out of reach of children and pets, and never leave it unattended while in use. Safety should always come first with any DIY heating project. It takes about 30 minutes for the heater to fully charge and reach its maximum temperature. Once it's hot, it will continue to radiate significant warmth for several hours, even after the candles have burned out. When you're ready to turn it off, simply blow out the candles. But remember, the terracotta pots will stay hot for a long time, so let them cool down completely before moving or touching the heater. This ingenious design transforms a few inexpensive candles into a surprisingly powerful and efficient heat source. It's a great way to add supplemental warmth to your space without relying on electricity or expensive equipment. Think of it as a thermal battery. The terracotta pots absorb, store, and gradually release heat, providing a steady, gentle warmth that can make a big difference on a cold day. This heater is perfect for bedrooms, home offices, workshops, or any small area where you need a little extra heat. It's cheap to run, easy to build, and can be assembled in under an hour. To recap, assemble the pots and bolt, set the heater over your tea lights, and enjoy hours of radiant, candle-powered warmth. It's a simple project with a big payoff. Always use caution. This is a real heating element, and the pots can get hot enough to cause burns. Use oven mitts if you need to move it, and never leave it burning unattended. Allow the heater to cool completely before handling or storing it. The residual heat can last for quite a while, so be patient and careful. The terracotta pot heater is truly the king of DIY off-grid warmth. With just a few simple materials and a little bit of effort, you can create a reliable, effective heat source for any small space. Now let's wrap up. Here's what you've learned. There you have it, 3 ways to engineer your own warmth, from emergency to ambiance to real room heating. With a little science and some everyday materials, you can stay warm and save money all winter. Want more details? Check the video description for full tutorials and safety tips. Please read those before you start, especially for the terracotta heater. If you enjoyed this, subscribe for more DIY builds that mix engineering with everyday life. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay toasty.